wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working.
What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope y'all are all having a fantastic day. Round two, part two of the afternoon pulse update. We're going to get a little pulse on the market. We're going to get our fingers on the pulse, check out what Bitcoin's got going on. We're going to check out what HEX has got going on, PulseChain's got going on, incentive token, PulseX, Ethereum, find out some crypto news, and just dive in for some fun. But again, guys, it is Wednesday, so let's kick it off with It Is Wednesday, my dudes.
It is Wednesday. 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 My dudes. Wednesday. Wednesday, my dudes.
It is Wednesday, my dudes. So it is hump day. I hope all of y'all are having a fantastic day. We're diving into what's going on in the market. We're going to be checking out again Bitcoin, which right now is currently sitting at $73,161. We're going to be checking that information out as well. Bitcoin has been moving quite a bit actually today. If we were to break this down on a daily, you can actually see Bitcoin has already hit once again another all-time high of 73,360. Let me just zoom in on this just a smidge and get into this one right here. Boom, there we go. So a high of $73,660 has already been hit for Bitcoin, currently sitting at 73,106. Again, this is a nice little daily chart that you see set up. Everything is still nice and bullish on the directions of all of Bitcoin. Impulse MACD well above the orange with the blue, so beautiful direction there. This is on the daily. Breaking it up on the weekly, once again, you can see we are on an absolute tear to the upside. So get ready for what's going to be happening over the next 12 months. Typically when things do like to break out from previous tops to local bottoms, or the previous time in this scenario, we get the nice little 1618 touch. So that's going to be 91,668 for Bitcoin, which should be sometime in the future, in the near future. As a matter of fact, it looks like things want to keep on absolutely tearing as long as the ETFs keep on buying. I think I just saw the other day there was roughly about $1 billion in inflow of crypto going on. So what a crazy little thing when you start hearing those kind of numbers, for sure. Let me actually find out if I can get some music going this time, because for whatever reason I think that may have been whatever the issue was. But let me know once again how the sound is. It's Wubbin Wednesday, so I'm gonna throw some music on in the background today. We're just here to have some fun, folks. We're here to check out the market. We're here to see what's going on. We're here to keep our head on a nice little swivel, and that way you don't end up getting too crazy on this one, because there's plenty of things to be going on. Many people got very emotional over the last couple of days. In fact, are still very emotional. As a matter of fact, the daily payout on HEX, man, I can get to that in a second, but oh my goodness, for the Ethereum HEX daily payout, wow. Yeah, exactly. Let me say hello to some beautiful people who have been able to come back into the chat, especially the people who were in on the first little dummy stream that I happened to forget to click one setting, and whenever you do that, everything just gets messed up for the entire stream. So I thought, why not correct it on the early side? It's 4 minutes in. Let me fix it real fast, and that's exactly what we did. So for everyone who came back in the stream, so much love to every single one of you as well. Checks my pulse, says one, that last stream got put down like HEX show did. It was quick. First, like and share. Appreciate that. LFG, Pulse Nation. Yeah, we got bronze. Are we back? Yeah, we sure are, A.P.I.T.M. Love the intro. Appreciate that. Checks my pulse. ATX, the calmest, most collected person in Hexago, from Lord of the Ponzi. Thank you so much for saying that as well. Lord of the Ponzi also says ink is ripping. We're definitely going to be diving into the Bitcoin chart, the Ethereum chart. We're diving in, of course, to the Richard Heart ecosystem, HEX, PulseChain, PulseX, the incentive token, along with EHEX. So we're diving into all of that today. Hexitarian says, love me Wednesdays. We sure definitely do love us some Wednesdays. Checks my pulse. What the F is that, Toad? Yeah, dude, it's a Wednesday. It is Wednesday, my dude. A.P.I.T.M saying hello to some beautiful people who have came through as well. It's Thursday in Japan. Yeah, I know, man. I used to live in Japan, as a matter of fact. I lived in Japan for about 3 years. Lovely place. I lived in Okinawa, as a matter of fact. So, big fan of Japan. I used to be able to speak Japanese. Definitely do not speak Japanese anymore. It's been 17 years since I was last there at this point in time, so definitely need to make my trip back. But Japan is a beautiful country, and I definitely advise anyone who gets a chance to go check it out. Quite enjoyable out there as well. Plenty of beautiful islands, and the water out there is just blue as blue can be. It's just so pretty. You can go to different islands all around, Aka Island and Zuma Island and all these other islands, and it's glorious, man. So much fun, so much love to everyone who's not only in Japan, but has got to see Japan and Japan itself. Yeah, so it is Thursday as well, but it is Wednesday in the States right here, and that's currently where I'm located right now. Crypto Pride says, let's go. Yeah, trying not to think about emotions. We back, let's go. You never walk alone, appreciate that. Mo digging it, what up? That's the way to do it. Checks my pulse. HEX thoughts. It's crazy right now. Yeah, should we just pull up some little charts, man? Let me I have a video here. This is a quick little video, and I'll share. This is what my thoughts are when it comes to the HEX situation. It seems like people are like this right here, and I don't know if this is just gonna absolutely blow everyone's ears out. So let me just see if I can maybe turn down the volume some. Nope. This might just blow everyone's ears out, and if it does, for that, I apologize. So let me pause this for a second so that way we can play this beautiful little song or beautiful little clip right here. Wrong one. Where'd it go? Oh no. All right, there we go. I think last time I tried to share the screen, it didn't play the audio. So I'm wondering if it's gonna play the audio this time. I don't know if I even tried doing anything to fix it. Well, guess we're about to find out. So let me know if you can hear this audio real quick. But this is basically what I think HEX is doing. So this particular person, again, don't mind everything here. I can't understand what it's saying. This is all in Korean, I believe, but this is all looking here where it's 11 million at one point in time. Down to 6. Get just wrecked. Getting wrecked on this one. Getting wrecked, yep. Closed the trade. Thought she closed the trade. Did not close the trade. This is everyone who swapped all of their HEX, all of their EHEX for PulseHEX right now, or HEX on PulseChain. This is that right here. This is everybody right now. And then you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. Everyone's just losing it. Oh, down to 1. So lost 10 mil, whatever that currency is right there, within one fell swoop. I don't even know if you can hear that audio right there, but that's the emotion everyone's feeling right now. That right there is the emotion everybody is feeling. So, damn, you know what I mean? Like, I feel bad, but it's one of those, everyone just doesn't really know what to do. Everyone's just kind of losing their mind. And for that, we actually got a massive daily payout in HEX. We haven't currently hit it just yet, but so far, there's been 1 billion HEX ended early with penalties as a payout rewarded to all the Ethereum stakers, or all the HEX stakers on the Ethereum network. Do not go stake your HEX right now to try to claim this 60 HEX per T-share. You will not get it. If you are currently staked in the system, however, you will get it. So this is going to happen a few extra times, but 60.5 HEX per T-share. Oh my freaking goodness, y'all. Like, god dang, 60.5. That's the highest payout per T-share that's ever been around. Before that, it was 24, y'all. 24. This used to be the highest, was 24. And unfortunately, this situation right here was when someone got hacked, so it didn't even feel good. It's like everyone got a lot of HEX that particular day, but someone got hacked and all of their stakes got emergency in-staked, and it wasn't a fun situation for that one individual. Now the 19, hey, this is everyone losing their mind. This just happened not only just a less than a month ago, basically. So the second highest payout per T-share was right here, and now today we are at 60.5 HEX per T-share. Oh my God. I'm so thankful that I'm staked in the HEX ecosystem. I'm so thankful that I'm not selling like some of these other individuals. If you have your HEX staked on Ethereum, let it ride out to what it is. Don't try to pay the exorbitant fee to try to end it early and make a move like this, because normally the payout is 6.8. This is 10 times higher, damn near 10 times higher than the regular payout HEX per T-share today. And again, this is about to roll over in roughly, I don't know, 1.5 hours, I think. It goes over at UTC time, so I don't know whenever 000. Okay, yeah. So we basically got a little less than 1.5 hours for it to roll over at 000 UTC. There's still more time for a few other people who want to end their stake early. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, it's just one of those situations that I personally would not be ending my stake early. I'm not ending my stakes early. I'm going to ride it out. I got all my stakes copied as well whenever PulseChain launched. I did make additional stakes after PulseChain launched on the Ethereum network. I'm right there with you. I bought some Ethereum HEX. I still buy it on my daily DCA thing because I don't know what the future holds, man. Ethereum could eventually get their act together. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it's not this cycle, maybe it's next cycle. So maybe instead of this cycle, instead of the 200, 300, 500x that you're looking, maybe you just get a 10x right here. I don't know what the price is going to be, but all I'm saying is I'm not doing nothing irrational because, yo, this is the exact feeling everyone is feeling right now. Just absolutely freaking wrecked, y'all. Decimated. This is brutal. Like, This hit a certain, like, everyone's like, just angry, y'all. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do though at this point in time, man? If you are still holding all the other Ethereum or all the other RH tokens, you're gonna be okay, folks. We just now entered the bull market, right? So if you hold, and I had this conversation with some friends the other day, you hold 80% of your portfolio on the PulseChain ecosystem, PulseChain, PulseX, HEX, Inc. The 4 tokens. That 5th token was EHEX. That was that one little one. Maybe it just got cut off, but again, you had 2020, 2020. That could just be a situation that may have been, may have not been. I don't know what the situation was. So you didn't lose all 20%. First of all, let's just talk about that. There is still some value there. I know it definitely hurts for sure, but maybe it's 5%, maybe it's 10%. I don't know what that value is, but it definitely got decimated for sure. However, you still have the ability to be looking in a bull market and make 100x, 200x, 300x, 500x, 1000x. Heck, RH tweeted talking about a 14,000x, on Pulse. Guys, chill out. Like, stop making irrational decisions. One, Richard Hart didn't sell any tokens. He's not selling anything at this point in time, or the OA is not selling anything at this point in time. That's the regular, everyday folk who are just freaking out right now. And it is what it is, right? I'm just going to be able to be here, stake the whole time, scooping up every single time people want to end their stake early. That's all I'm going to say. And if they want to keep on doing that, hey, I will keep on taking their penalties every single day. So once again, Bitcoin currently sitting at 72,983 at this point in time. Ethereum sitting at $3,987 at today's price. Now looking at this, one thing I will actually say is Ethereum has in fact broken out of one of the nice little fib levels that we like to look at. So when you actually pull this up on the overall chart right here, and just kind of scoot this over some. When I pull this up on the overall chart right here, you can see Ethereum is broken above the 786 level, which is this line right here. It is beautifully breaking above it. Now, this is bullish territory for Ethereum at this point. Not only that, the Impulse MACD is also showing very bullish down here. Y'all, look how far this blue line's getting away from the orange, and that is massive. Last time it did this, it was here. It was the 2020 cycle. It was going into 2021. And as soon as that blue started separating from the orange, massive gains as well. So that's what you're seeing right now. You're seeing that blue line just get further and further and further away from this orange line. Damn, Damn. I am loving it. Now, the Bitcoin dominance still sitting at 53. I would love to see this come back down, but hey, Bitcoin's going to have its ride, and we're just going to be here in the whole time. One thing you can see is look right here. It did flip for a little bit. It is trying to flip back on this side. The Impulse MACD is trying to show that the Bitcoin is losing some of its dominance. It did lose for a period back in December, and then January really started rallying everything up again. That was the ETF approval for Bitcoin, which actually happened on the 11th of January, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, puppy. Y'all want to see some puppies? You want to see some cuties? Cuties. This is Charlie Wan. Oh, you want to see another puppy? This is Coco. Hi, Coco. Coco Loco. All right. Thank you, puppies. So those are two of the dogs that we have in the house right now, and there are plenty more all around. So y'all got to see a couple of them right there. Hold up. Let me actually see real quick. I think I got a little bit distracted on the pups coming through. All right. Anyways, let's go back and look at some of the charts for the PulseChain ecosystem. Why don't we? So whenever I go back and pull up the ecosystem for PulseX, I can actually see that we have the current price of PulseX sitting at 408424. It is on a nice little rally up once again, still making higher highs, higher lows. This is a very good indicator of a bullish trend. So higher low here, higher low here, higher low here, higher low here, and once again higher lows starting to form up here. Very, very good for a bullish trajectory. It just shows that nice signals are continuing to go through. A volume kicked in quite a bit around this time frame. We almost got a 2x in that one day alone on the PulseX chart. And again, this has just been an absolute little move to the upside. How long it wants to go through, we'll wait and see. But the 9 and 15 EMA are actually going through and separating once again. Bullish, y'all. That is very good for the trajectory of where we're going. Not too far away from reaching its previous SAC price. So get ready to start seeing PulseX trade above SAC. And again, this is going to be a level of resistance. So when we end up getting to this level, I can estimate if we don't just blow through it right here, like get another candle like this, if it doesn't get another candle like that to just blow straight through, we're probably going to see some pullback. We're going to go up here. We're going to hit that nice little 0.0001 level and then drop back down, probably go back, retest it again, and hopefully break through it after the third time. If not, break through it after the second time, being that this has already been tested right here. So keep that in mind. That's going to be the PulseX chart. Now the HEX on PulseChain, this is how everyone's feeling. It's just comical, man. I just think it's just comical, really. At this point in time, I'm here for I just got my popcorn and I'm just eating right now. You know what I mean? That's what I'll be saying. I got my popcorn and I'm eating, but I have all of my HEX staked anyway. So at this point in time, when you're looking at some of these charts, what I find funny about this is when you go to a chart like this, on any chart for that matter, right? When you go to any chart all the way back here, which by the way, we'll talk about this in just a little second, but you go to any of these charts back here, and you can see, even when you're zoomed all the way out, let me put this on weekly, make it easier to see. Even when you actually are zoomed all the way out over here, this is basically what everyone is feeling right now. All this pain. And then at some point in time, you just get a little rally up. Now, again, this is the HEX on Ethereum chart. Mind you, I'm still showing it. I'm just checking it out to see where it's currently sitting. People are trying to buy back. They do not want to accept that Ethereum HEX is dead. I'm right there with you. I don't want to accept it either. I'm just continuing to do what I do. And if you are participating in the ecosystem, just know that when you see a wick of this caliper and you actually see this kind of stuff happen, that does tend to be a bullish signal. People are wanting to basically refuse to let it go down lower. At this point in time, anyone buying is more or less just taking up the opportunity to say, hey, this is better price than I've ever been able to get. Right? Like, not many people were around when HEX was all the way back here. So basically, if you look at this chart, we're all the way back to 2020 prices right now. Whoops. So we're all the way back to 2020 prices, okay? We've fallen below all the previous levels of support. So this was a level of support, this was a level of support, and even this was a level of support at some point. We have fallen below all those. It is a falling knife pattern. I do tend to stay away and refrain from participating or just jumping in on a falling knife pattern, because what happens is when you buy, it goes down another 50% super fast. But we don't have any other support below this. So as soon as it decides that it wants to break out away from this zone, I'm anticipating that it's going to go lower. We just did not much activity happen besides massive candles, and there wasn't a lot of support or structure formed during that time period, okay? So whenever I'm looking at this, I'm looking at the next level of support being all the way down to 3 zeros, 3 zeros, 4, 5, 3 zeros, and a 5 even if you really want to get technical. That is a massive level. Now, folks, I'm looking to scoop some HEX up. I've always wanted to say I got 1,000,000 HEX for $1,000. That's just a thing of mine. So, well, you can't even see on the chart right now because my head's blocking. But basically right here, this is what we're talking about. So these are the levels that we're sitting at. So if the price wants to come down into the region of 2 zeros and a 1 and I can get 1,000,000 HEX for $1,000, I don't know. I might just do it just so I can say what I've always wanted to say. It's like a goal of mine that I've always envisioned. And every single time we've gone to get really close to getting low to that low, it always manages to find a way to flip itself back around. And it doesn't get down into the level of 2 zeros and a 1. So even today, it hit 2 zeros, 1, 4, I think was the lowest. The lowest it's been so far in this candle was 2 zeros, 1, 5, 5, 5. Too funny. But that was the levels that we ended up hitting. And hey, if I can get it at 2 zeros and a 1 for 1,000 to get 1,000,000, I might just do it. I'm just saying. Not telling you anything of any financial advice or anything like that. But folks, the payout per T-share still works. You do not have to buy your HEX over on Ethereum. In fact, I would not buy my HEX over on Ethereum because this absolutely sucks. 60 Gwei. Guys, it has not been below 40 Gwei in like 20 days now. I think we're about to hit a full month of being damn near above 40 Gwei for an entire month. Like, I keep talking about this, but, you know, 15 days ago, 16 days ago, 17 days ago, and now I'm pretty sure we're at 20 days ago. It hasn't been below 40 this entire time. So when are you supposed to transact? Like, I don't transact when Gwei is at above 20 now. Again, that already broke one of my rules that I didn't transact when it was above 10. But I had to suck it up, Buttercup, on that one and just say, all right, cool, I'll transact. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'll transact to it when it's below 20. I'm not transacting above 40, man. Like, that is just wildly stupid. It costs $82 to swap. Get out of town. So even if you're going on to a decentralized exchange on the Ethereum network, you're most likely getting smacked by the Ethereum fees. Where do those fees go? To the validators. That's garbage, right? Save yourself some money. Go get it done on PulseChain. Save yourself all the hassle of being able to buy it over here, which, by the way, you can scoop it up right here. Bam. And you can just buy it all right here. So I can go, for example, if the price was to allow me to get into 1,000,000 HEX for $1,000, I might just scoop it up, y'all. But I can buy my HEX over on PulseChain. And I'm not telling you what to do, man. You do you. At the end of the day, you got to accept a decision. I'm not ending my stakes. I'm not pulling them off early. I'm not doing anything silly. I'm not trying to trade one token for the other token. I'm not trying to make up for my losses. It is what it is. Crypto is a crazy game, okay? So do not try to go... What I don't want to see happen is for people to go end up getting smacked trying to make up for a loss. But neither here nor there, guys. It is Wednesday, so let's play another one.
It is Wednesday. 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 My dudes.
Marcavelli, I did not hear news of Japan discovering 20,000 new islands. That is absolutely wild. If y'all haven't checked out, there's a YouTuber named My Lunch Break, and guys, go check his stuff out if you really want some conspiracy stuff. But damn, it is pretty interesting. He talks about a whole country, Titania, and all that good stuff, and it's pretty wild. We got like lots of no-fly zones that we can't even get to. all the structures of old were built within a year and destroyed, and fires are going like crazy, and then we see the fires happening now. I don't, it's just all weird, but again, go check out his stuff if you want to. Someone I definitely would suggest if you actually are just bored and like conspiracies. But hey, we're finding out that these conspiracies are the truth. Like, everyone who's been a conspiracy lately has been telling the truth. You go find out that they've actually been telling the truth. Let me go back in here. HEX Pamp it, yeah, for sure, Marcabelli. But yeah, I didn't hear anything about 20,000 islands discovered. Pretty interesting. Appreciate you streaming ATX. Always enjoy your flow and very knowledgeable. We'll definitely join your Discord, brother. Appreciate that. Check my pulse. Not too much of a Discord guy, you know, but I do have a private Telegram for all the Patreon peeps as well. And anyone who wants to become a YouTube member, you can actually get that as well. Stakers unaffected. And again, guys, it's not like I'm getting some crazy alpha energy over there that, you know, you got to have, but it's tough to talk crypto with people, man. It really is. So if you actually want to have a conversation and talk crypto with people, I'm happy to have that conversation with you and a group as well with all of us too. I feel nothing right now. Staking leaves me unaffected. 100%. You never walk alone. So glad I did nothing. The hardest thing is do nothing. Squid Game, Rugvid, still the best. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Just wait until 60 hex per t-shirt is the low. Activation, it says. For real. Dude, like, come on, man. Let me actually show this once again. And I pulled this up last time, but I'll share it again because why not, right? So, right now, current price, and you know, this is just saying, hey, if you were, don't worry about the dollar value right here. I'm just saying, if you were able to scoop up $5,000 worth at 1 or 0.001, which is again allowing you to get 1,000,000 hex for $1,000, that would be $5,000 over here. It would be 5 million hex over here. And then you stake it out for, I don't know, 36.50, right? Go 10 years, get the max reward. You would get 450 T-shares. Now, why does this matter? It matters because at the end or during that entire time, the hex payout per T-share is going to constantly increase. So right now we have an average of 6.8, and then you'll get days of 60, which is like, that's wildly insane. But if you were staked, congrats, you're going to be able to get the reward. But eventually it'll be 9.9 hex per T-share. Eventually it'll be 13.3 hex per T-share. And then during this time, even if prices just remain at where they are right now at 0.002, if I'm not mistaken, would put the price, would still get you a $2 million hex stake. Now again, don't quote me on this. This isn't a guarantee by any means, any stretch of the imagination. But compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world for a reason, folks. Like, there's a reason why Albert Einstein says compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. So, hex on PulseChain is sitting at 0.01596 right now at this point in time. It has fallen below all the previous supports. The 915 EMA are going down. So it does tend to typically mean that we're going to go a little bit lower. You also have the 50 EMA also getting crossed, along with the stock RSI, which is actually showing a downward trajectory. Everything is kind of bearish on the hex chart, but what is not bearish? Well, I'll tell you what's not bearish. The incentive token, boys and girls. The incentive token is moving once again. Typically, this thing will do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. It didn't even want to pull back on this one. Like, the pullback was so crazy. If I was to draw this out, I mean, my gosh. That can you be expecting the ink price to be somewhere in the ballpark of $18 pretty soon? Probably, right? If you actually just pull it up, let me actually just give you an example. Doom from here to there. We're going to be seeing a $71 hex or $71 incentive token soon, boys and girls, right? And again, soon is relative, right? But if you got to see a 7x multiple from here on your capital, good. And that, if it took you 4 months, cool. But this is definitely the mover right now. Volume's kicking all the way back in again. You can see if I draw a little line on this one, that volume is actually trending up right now, along with the price trending up. So pretty crazy that it's all just going together. Would love to see where this ends up going during this little rally. But yeah, the incentive token is absolutely ripping right now. It's up 12% in the last 24 hours alone. Pulse price is sitting at 301709. Again, I do see this playing out in the full ABC pattern, so I can actually see it coming back down, retesting out this 0.00015 level that we actually held quite a bit as support, or basically we'll say 3016. We held that level of support for quite a bit of time. So I can see it coming back down if it should want to. I can see it dipping back down to here before it gets a nice little rally on the way up again, which is going to put us in the ballpark of 30225. I'll leave this chart to see how it all plays out. This is something that we do track quite often, and we already have been above the stock RSI now for 4 days. It does look like it does want to kind of pull back down. We have already crossed into the bearish convergence over here, or bearish movement. So whenever I'm looking at this information, this is basically showing that, again, we want to basically go down. You can see last time we crossed, it was right here. Whoops, it was 1 day ago before that. It was right here. And then the price went down roughly around 16%. So where are we getting it right here? Well, we go down 16% from here. And guess what? We're roughly in that same little zone of 3015, somewhere in that ballpark, but that's just my guess. Now, again, there's no guarantee that that's going to be the way it plays out, because you could actually have this happen as well when it crosses, again, crazy enough, 17%. Where's one that crosses down and doesn't get too crazy? Because this was a massive flip. This is a little weird freak out, but 30%. So I can definitely see some correction coming on the PulseChain price, right? At the end of the day, that's the purpose that I'm trying to make right now. That's the whole premise that I'm trying to make. A little pullback before a little rally on the way up again to get the little 1, 2, 3 impulse wave correction. And a beautiful setup to onwards and upwards and break above its previous all-time high, which is only, at this point in time, even from today's prices, only 70% away. So not even that far before everyone who's bought PulseChain will have been in profit. So keep that in mind, folks. Stop looking at the negative of what's going on with just one token. If you got all your shit invested in one token as well, I don't really know what to tell you, man. Like, that's one of those crazy things that I never would advise anyone go and do at any point in time. But again, let me know if the music's too loud. Let me know how it sounds, if it just sounds perfectly fine, if it's too loud, if it's too much, whatever. Just wait until 60 hex per t-shirt is the norm. Dude, that'd be crazy, right? ATX, can you see how many 55 stakes EES? Probably not many. I don't know where I would go to find that information out. I know I can go to hex.vision and I can look at penalties. Let me see if I can pull up some data somewhere real quick. Alright, where are we at? So, hex penalties. Again, if y'all haven't checked this website out as well, it's hex.vision. Plenty of fun data here. But my goodness, right? 6.5 billion total penalties so far. I assume these are probably going to be on the higher side. These are all today. These are all the hex penalties paid right here. So this is all March 13th, 2024. Where we got stake days. So these are all people ending their stakes early. This person actually had a penalty or a payout of 3.1 million hex. What else we got? Most people were staked 366,000 days, 391, 255. So most people ended their stake a little bit early, but not too many people, I don't think, like really ended it. This one was a 2 million, almost 3 million hex penalty, 10 million hex penalty. Here you go, 130 million. So this particular wallet right here actually just ended their stakes. And I bet you if we look at hexscout.com, another fun website, guys, the websites that people make on these are just absolutely fire and all incredible. But I'm pretty sure if we look at this particular individual, they've probably ended up, pulling all of their Ethereum hex. So they no longer have any Ethereum hex staked at this point in time. They're sitting on $2.7 million in ETH. So roughly they must have just swapped all of their hex for Ethereum. And again, some people are doing that. It is what it is, right? It's one of those crazy things that I have no idea. No one's going to make a perfect play, and you gotta be responsible at the end of the day for whatever decision that you decide to make. Ended stakes. I don't think it's going to show. I don't think it's going to show on this one. Principal yield penalty 2.2. This one was 118 million penalty, 210 million penalty, 91 million penalty here, 72 million. So this individual was a pretty good one. Pretty good individual to increase that payout per t-share that we're seeing today. But they still have roughly about 1.6 billion hex staked liquid. Most of it, they still have 1.6 billion hex, but it is all currently staked at this point in time. They'd have some Hedron, some Pulse, 9 million Pulse to pay for the fees, I assume. Still roughly around 100,000 t-shirts. So They've basically got rid of all of their Ethereum stakes, and they only have PulseChain stakes now. So thank you for the payout on that one for you and your good service on that. What else do we have? Another 160 million. Is that the same address? Yep, 20E. So 920E is basically the same address. Got 169 on that one. 920E once again, 920E. So 920E was a big help to the payout per t-shirt today. So thank you so much for your assistance and the reward on paying that out. What's up, pup? But yeah, guys, that was again, I don't see any 55 stakes in here. Can I sort it by staked days? Yeah, I can. Hold up. That's descending. What if I want to go ascending? Stop sorting. Okay, so I want to sort. So, oh, I have to sort it by here. Sort ascending. Does it want to load? It's not loading. Well, I'll get back to that one in a second. We'll come back around here. I'm gonna see if maybe that'll load in the meantime, because it is pulling plenty of data from a whole bunch of places. But let me just refresh, see if I can get that done since I went ahead and clicked it multiple times. Music is a bit loud, man. Well, I asked y'all multiple times, guys. God dang. I asked you. Let me know how the music is now, though. Let me know how the music is, guys. Give me a heads up. Give me a thumbs up whenever the music comes back on. I know it's off right now. I'm going to play just a little bit more. Give me a heads up on the music real fast. And while we're doing that, we're going to see it. Sudden wreck syndrome. Yeah, dude. Several people feel that way. Seems there's still a bunch of weakness in the HEX side. I'm staked on ETH monthly through 2024. Haven't checked March fees yet. Yeah, I mean, I went to look at ending a stake the other day, and I think it was like $400. So, I mean, I get it, dude. Like the penalties that you pay on the Ethereum side, or not the penalties, the amount that you have to pay on the Ethereum side is pretty ludicrous, man. That kind of stinks. Salute to that guy. I'll take the penalties for sure. Again, read. Let me know how the music is. Again, you never walk alone. How the music is. Yellowtail says HEX is gonna pump. Disciple says people are weak. Seeing people lose it is hilarious. Well said, ATX. Appreciate that. Should have been farming the whole time. Did do some, but stopped V1. Do have a couple hundred I won on PulsePot and been sitting on. Cool. HEX is gonna pump. 6.5 billion penalty. Yeah, dude. Crazy, right? Like, pretty wild. Did it go up some more? Because it was just at 1 billion HEX penalties, and if it went up more, dude, I would gladly take the payout on that one. Like, give me that HEX, scoop it up, nom. Like, I just want it all, man. 52 weeks to shake out the weak hands. 2020, he shook out a lot to the same way. Heavy are the bags of the faithful. Yeah, so let me see. There was a fun clip, and again, so many people weren't around during the big payday time, and Hexologist made a video basically breaking this down for everyone. So let me see if I can find it real quick, because I think he did a phenomenal job giving everyone a little heads up on this. How do I look at like my own book? Can I see that stuff? I don't do Reddit too often, so I don't know. Promo, user profile, user dark mode, explore. Terms. No, all of that. There we go. Maybe let's do Hex Crypto on Reddit. Oh man, usually I save this stuff a little bit better, just so that way I can always pull it up, because Hexo did a really good job explaining. So the basically easy way of saying it is there was a big payday, and before big payday, everyone who was in Bitcoin could free claim their Hex, and everyone who didn't use that free claim, all of it was actually rewarded out to the stakers in HEX. So prior to that, the OA had never staked. There was no stakes from the OA, so 10% of the HEX had been staked, and it had been that way basically from launch. And so the big payday was coming, and it went from 10 to 20%, or it went from 10 to 15%. And so originally people were getting a 300% bonus for being staked on big payday, which meant if you had $1 million, you were going to get 3 million, right? And almost damn near triple your bag, if not quadruple your bag. And so it went from 15% people being staked on day 7 days before big payday. Then it was 6 days before big payday. It went up to 25. People were all like, oh man, that's cool, it's all good. And then right before that, 5 days before big payday, it went to 35% was staked. And people were like, all right, man, you're kind of dipping in. What's going on? Now I'm only getting 200% on my reward. Like, what's happening? 4 days before big payday, 45%. 5 days or 3 days before big payday, 55%. 2 days before big payday, 75%. 1 day before big payday, 85%. And at that point in time, all the people who thought they were getting a 300% bonus multiplier has gone down to basically like a 30%, or not even 30%. It was like a 100% bonus multiplier. And then on 1 day before big payday, 99% of all HEX in existence out there in the market was staked for 1 day. And it only gave everyone a 30% bonus on their HEX. And people lost it on Richard Hart. And I just mean lost it. No one even remembers that at this point in time because it was so long ago that it doesn't matter, because that was a story and a narrative that happened and it went the way it went, and no matter what you were going to do, it's not going to change the fact that it already happened. So what's the best way that you can... But hopefully the stream is better now. I thought it was just the fact that I didn't change it, but I just got a little warning saying the stream's health is all good. And now it says no data. So let me know if the stream is still going, I guess, real quick while we're talking. Because on my end, it basically shows 9.6 as a drop frame rate, which is pretty wild. And I'm back to excellent. So I guess I won't be playing Spotify. As simple as that. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. Music's too high. No music anymore. So you don't even have to worry about that anymore at this point in time, folks. Because apparently it takes up too much of a load on the computer. So no music. But that was a thing where everyone and their mother was just like reaming on Richard for the way he did it. Just hating, just so angry. And yeah, guys, it was just one of those weird little moments that it happened. It went the way it went. But I just want to share that because you look back and it was such a brilliant move. Because imagine all the people who have been in HEX from that time. And instead of them having just a 30% increase to their bag, instead of them having just a 30% increase in their bag, that it was actually a 300% increase to their bag in their portfolio. How much would the price have actually dipped? We'll never know because, it's a hypothetical scenario, but it's the same situation right now. Everyone is absolutely losing it. Yeah, I know. Sounds good. Frames are lagging. Yeah, I'm seeing a lag rate on my end too. Not really sure why. Well, stream. Yeah, no, I mean, everything is all good on my end, but apparently it's not all good on YouTube's end. So, well, that stinks, man. Let me see.
Is Wednesday. Is Wednesday. Is Wednesday. Is Wednesday. Is Wednesday. Is Wednesday. My dudes.
Try once again, see if that makes any difference at this point in time. The stream won't go for too much longer right now at this point in time, but the crazy thing is, like I said, we got everything going. The Bitcoin's going, you got Ethereum pumping, you got PulseChain moving, you got Ink moving, you got PulseX doing its thing. So do not fret, folks. It is still early into a bull market. Even if you lost, we'll say 20% of the portfolio because you feel like your leg was cut off and you lost that limb or whatever the case may be, you still got other limbs going. If those things go off and do 1,000x, 200x, 500x, 10,000x, whatever that number is, you're not even going to be worried about whatever the price of HEX is or whatever happened at that point in time, or Ethereum HEX. You're not going to be paying attention to any of that. For everyone who was in HEX before the fork actually happened, you got it all copied over anyways, and hopefully you didn't do something silly like close out of all those positions or do something like that. So you should still have plenty on both networks. I'm going to hold both on mine. I think it's definitely the way to go. Yeah, Wednesday Frog saves it. Apparently. Toads, they don't lag. Apparently, dude, that's wild, right? All good now, music is off. Yeah, dude, so weird. So freaking weird. Freaking technology sometimes, man. Am I right? Am I right? What we got going on in the crypto news, man? Let's pull up some fun little crypto DeFi world. See what we have going on in the overall space. Let me just refresh some pages and see what we can get pulled up overall for everyone. Here we go. DeFi news. We're going to refresh that and refresh this. All right, cool. So we actually got the Ethereum Duncan upgrade. Again, that didn't really do anything to help with Ethereum fees. Keep that in mind. It was just simply to help out with layer 1 or layer 2 solutions. So it made the other fees a little bit cheaper. Congratulations for all the layer 2 networks like Arbitrum and all that good stuff. But neither here nor there. It doesn't help with Ethereum. So that's why I think Ethereum will eventually get their act together. So the Duncan upgrade goes live. It did happen. Bitcoin open interest outshines 2021 peak. It hits 34 billion. Blast mainnet halts for 1 hour due to Ethereum Duncan upgrade obstacle. Lol, dude, anything that just has to stop is just kind of comical. The quantum emergency, Ethereum's race against time. Jeff Bezos, $8.5 billion for buying crypto. 4.5 Ethereum for alien punks. What else we got? Lawmakers debate CFPB oversight. BNB chain announces they're going to do an upgrade modeled after Ethereum. Be careful. They tend to have some issues after their upgrade. What else we got over here? Phantom price target $1. Wow, everyone's just so bullish right now. 1 month until Bitcoin halving. What to look out for? SEC orders Bitcoin ETF to publicly acknowledge its failure. Okay. MakerDAO founder confirms endgame plan to reform decade-old protocol. This is where Arbitrum price needs to be for $140 million profit. Tron price analysis. Algorand, nothing crazy over here. Let me just kind of pull up again what you can expect. This is fun, but everyone has to kind of get a little idea over here. So the Ethereum Duncan upgrade did go live. What to expect. It upgraded blending Denab and Cancun projects, has successfully launched, aiming to reduce layer 2 gas fees. Woo! No one cares. The upgrade introduced proto-dank sharking EIP 4844 to improve data handling efficiency and scalability for Ethereum. Duncan is Ethereum's most significant upgrade since April of 2023, and they're already looking forward to future enhancements because you always want more. It's never enough. That's the thing too. Again, like let's talk about like the prices. Let's talk about the prices overall. People want more. It's never enough. It's never enough. So like try to get as much as you can while you can, folks. The prices are still nice and juicy and all around for everything before a bull happens. Do what you want. So the Ethereum mainnet did actually do that once again. So here we go. The significant milestone promised to reduce the fees on layer 2. This mechanism improves blockchain efficiency and handling data from layer 2 networking. Approach to sharding. Its approach to sharding is anticipated to reduce costs for users and developers significantly, therefore making Ethereum more accessible and user-friendly. So this is like a little rundown of what it was before, what it is after, and these are all just kind of like projected. So Ethereum stays the same. Wow, surprise, surprise. Shit you can't even see. There you go. So Ethereum right here stays the same. Wow, like that's crazy. Who could have guessed? And then Arbitrum went from $2 to 40 cents. Optimism $1.42 to 28 cents. Base from 58 cents to a penny. So sure, it helped out some of the other ones. Cool. But again, Ethereum's the one with the main issue right now at this point in time, in my personal opinion. What we got going on overall? Swell launches its own layer 2. Blastop producing blocks following the Ethereum Duncan upgrade. Stack points chain layer 3. Layer 3? Wow. Aims to bring loyalty points. Is that the first time I've ever heard layer 3? Layer 3s are helpful for attestation, but not much. Not as much for DeFi. I'm not even sure what a layer 3 is, folks. Like, if you know what a layer 3 is, you're welcome to educate me. I'm happy to learn. What is fully homo... Dude, you're gonna get me in trouble over here. Homomorphic encryption. And how will it change blockchain? Okay. Definitely did not think that's what it said. Oh, goodness. Gnosis Chain premieres Ethereum Duncan hard fork. Wormholes. Yeah, this is going back to March 6th now at this point in time, so nothing crazy there. Scaramucci said on Grayscale's mini Bitcoin trust, train has left the station. Dude, yeah, Bitcoin or Grayscale just sent like so much more money to Coinbase again. They just continue to dump the price, and is what it is, I guess, right? No one will say anything at this point. Let me see what else we got for today on chain. Detained Binance executives to remain in Nigerian custody until the hearing. Zoomed in one too far. Miracle Cash and more. Amsterdam store heralds a new era for blockchain. Court approves Terraform Labs request to hire Denton's analysts. Bitcoin to peak by December at over 200,000. There you go. I mean, you got Richard Hart has made his own projection, which, you know, we have right here. The RH price call of 241,000. Oh, wow. How convenient is that? Look at that, dude. That's like freaking pinpoint exactly where the 4.236 level goes. Wow. So like on a normal pump, you'll get a 1618. On a great pump, you'll get a 2618. On a really good pump, you'll get 3618. And then typically it likes to tippy top right at the 4.236. And this is exactly where that ends up drawing as well, just from the local here to here. That is kind of comical, but his call was made back on February 28, 2024. 241,500 is that number, so keep that in mind to anyone who is wanting to be paying attention to that. Bitcoin price entering euphoria zone. We talked about the euphoria zone yesterday. Bitcoin could drop to 58,000 as cool-off period is imminent. Dude, everyone thinking they're going to be a little pullback. And I just don't know if that's the case. Coinbase could get sub 1% rate as convertible bond sales boom. Nigeria's crackdown on Binance escalates. Michael Saylor raised her MicroStrategy to raise another $500 million to buy Bitcoin. He can't get enough of it. I want more. And what's crazy, dude, this dude, Michael Saylor, man. This dude buys on FOMO. He's like the ultimate FOMO king. He buys when things are making these prices. And don't get me wrong, he's made money on MicroStrategy and all that good stuff. But they were barely buying anything at this 15, 20,000 level. They were barely buying anything around this level. And now all of a sudden the price is all here. And then he's like, I need more. Trying to raise capital, trying to do anything they can. That's FOMO, guys. That is straight up FOMO. Right in front of your eyes. But what else we got going on? Damn, I keep clicking the wrong one. I'm waiting for the best X's on all of my ETH tokens and moving straight into PulseChain ASAP. Surely we're all waiting to do the same. Layer 3 is that all 3 holes? Yeah, I've never heard of a layer 3 before. That was the first time hearing such a thing. Unobtainable when prices go up already. Hard to get what we've got. We are blessed. 100%. I feel fortunate that I've DCA'd and accumulated RH ecosystems. We're in good hands. 100%. Let's get it. We've only just begun. Stay strong. Stick to the plan. 100%. Wednesday Frog saves it. 100%. RH is an effing legend. He knows this market better than it knows itself. He saw this all 4 to 6 years ago. I believe that. I do believe that. And you know, genuinely, wholeheartedly, I do believe he has everyone's best interest at heart. He's been promoting self-help for long before creating crypto. He's been promoting longevity and better, just everything possible. He created HEX as a better store of value. It is what it is. We already know how that came through, but then he came out with PulseChain. Everything got forked over on PulseChain, so all of your HEX got copied over anyways. Thank God that actually happened. It wasn't just a blank network where you had to do everything yourself. Everything was copied over. Everything for the PulseChain system is a better network than any other ecosystem as well, and it'll eventually get out, man. Right now it's being gate kept, and it will be gate kept until it isn't, right? And so if you can get in before the gatekeeping stops, congratulations. Overall, though, guys, we are definitely in an early stage of a bull market. So do not fudge yourself out. Do not find some sort of a way to try to go recoup the loss or recoup the money. And every time I've seen people try to go recoup something, it tends to lead to worst. So I would just be cautious when it comes to recouping. But that's just my 2 cents. That's something that I've felt and I've learned from my past mistakes, or we don't want to call them mistakes, maybe learning lessons, right? Because every lesson or every mistake is simply just a learning lesson in life. So it made me the person who I am today. It gave me the reason why we have the 5 P's in place of proper preparation, preventing poor performance. All of that right there, all of it comes down to those lessons that I learned during that time. So I hope everyone has a fantastic day. We'll be back at it again with tomorrow's Market Pulse in the morning. I do anticipate that it will be in the morning, but if anything, I hope to see everyone there, and I will catch y'all in the stream tomorrow. Have a wonderful afternoon.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name, all our insecurities.